Namaste friends, welcome to Bano Biology Center for True Learning. Here I request you to subscribe our YouTube channel Bano Biology Center for more videos and press the bell icon for latest notifications and updates. Now we begin new chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation. In this video we focus on the introduction of genetics, Gregor John Mendel, the father of genetics, the reasons for success of Mendel, and reasons for the selection of Pisum sativum plant, I mean sweet pea plant for Mendel's experiments. Who is the father of genetics? Obviously, many of us know the answer because he is a popularized person. Gregor Johann Mendel. Gregor Johann Mendel is the father of genetics. He contributed so much of contributions towards the development of the concept genetics. These contributions are called Mendelism. What is Mendelism? The contributions or services rendered by the Mendel towards the development of the genetics is called Mendelism. The word genetics is actually derived from the Greek word genesis. In Greek language, genesis means the origin of anything or beginning of anything or foundation of anything or a just beginning. Right. Who given the word genetics? Who gave the word genetics? The word genetics is given by the person William Bateson. William Bateson is a person who coined the term or who given the word genetics. When Mendel born? Mendel born on 22nd July in the year 1822. Here, Gregor Johann Mendel mainly did his experiments on Pisum sativum plant, which is popularly known as sweet pea plant. What is the scientific name of sweet pea plant? Pisum sativum. Mendel did his experiments on Pisum sativum for 6 years of time. Here, the picture or photo of the Gregor Johann Mendel is presented. He is the person considered as the or regarded as the father of genetics. Right. Here one interesting thing so we can know. So many of people feel that Gregor Johann Mendel is a pure biologist, but in reality, Gregor Johann Mendel is a pure mathematician. He is not a biologist. He is not a biologist. He is a pure mathematician. How surprisingly, even though he is a pure mathematician, the concentrated on the experiments on biological concept or aspect, the genetics. Of course, so at the time of or after completion of his experiments immediately, his work was not identified by the other biologists. The reason is he was a mathematician. He is not a biologist. So how mathematician did experiments? So what biological knowledge he had based on what mathematician can do the experiments. So in that way, other biologists so criticized the work of Mendel. But after the 16 years of his death, other three scientists came into picture. One person is Hugo de Vries, another person is Correns, the third person is Chermar. Hugo de Vries, Correns, and Chermar recognized the Mendel work after the death of Mendel. When these three persons recognized the work of the Mendel, 16 years after the death of the Mendel. I mean, so they attracted towards the Mendel work and decided to re-begin or restart the Mendel experiments or work. Let us see. So, what are the main reasons for not recognition of the Mendel work? There are few reasons. So, one is whatever the work done by the Mendel was not properly published. That is the one drawback. Another reason is as he was a mathematician, biologists did not accept his work. Earlier I told, right? He is a mathematician, so how could he concentrate on the biological concepts. So even the genetics is a difficult one. That is another reason. Then the third reason is people were unable to understand the term factor. Here Mendel said there is something transformed from generation to generation or person to person, which is called as factor. So what is factor? The thing which is transferred from generation to generation or person to person, which causes the transferring of the characters, called factors. At the time, people were unable to understand the term factor, which is given by the Mendel. Who gave the term factor? The term factor was given by the Gregor Johann Mendel. These are the three main reasons for not recognition of the Mendel work. Let's come to the Mendel success. What are the reasons responsible for the Mendel success? One is the selection of characters. I mean contrasting character. Contrasting means opposite. Contrasting means opposite characters. Here totally 7 contrasting characters or opposite characters are selected by the Mendel in pea plant. The another reason is large sample size. For his experiment, Mendel selected the large sample size. By taking the large sample size, so we can get the accurate result in the experiment. The other reason for Mendel's success is performed data analysis with accuracy. After the completion of his experiments, he presented each and every primary data in a clear-cut and understandable manner. So when we look at the data analysis done by the Mendel, it is easily understandable. It is another reason. The another reason for his success is not studying of the linkage. He did not selected the linkage concept for his study. So here I just give you the meaning of linkage because we will have deep discussion about the linkage concept in further classes. Here the linkage means the association of 2 or more genes presented on the same chromosome during the inheritance. Here genes are not separated during the inheritance from one generation to another generation. These are the some of the reasons for Mendel success. Next we move on to the reasons for selecting Pisum sativum. Why Mendel selected Pisum sativum plant even many plants are available? There are some reasons behind selection of this plant by the Mendel. The first one is the faster life cycle of the Pisum sativum. It completes its life cycle in a year. It is very important for his experiment. If the life cycle of the plant is longer, the doing the experiment takes much time. So because of selection of this plant for his studies, he can complete the experiments in a short period of time. The another reason is the Pisum sativum plant encourage the self-fertilization and as well as the cross-fertilization. What is self-fertilization? The self-fertilization between the reproductive parts of the same plant. Then what is cross-fertilization? Here the fertilization between the reproductive parts of the two different plants. Here, the person can perform either self-fertilization or cross-fertilization. It is a choice in the hands of the person. The other main reason is contrasting characters. There are here the contrasting means opposite. Opposite. There are 7 contrasting characters are found by the Mendel in Pisum sativum plant. Here we make a attempt to learn the 7 contrasting characters found by the Mendel in the pea plant. Here I presented this diagrammatically. Here you need to give keen attention and observation for learning the all 7 characters. In this line, the characters are mentioned. In this line, dominant traits are mentioned. In this line, recessive traits are mentioned. So let us take so one after one. The first character is shape of the seed or seed shape. Here two traits are presented. One is dominant trait, another one is recessive trait. Here the dominant trait is always expressible, but recessive trait is there, but it cannot express because the dominant trait suppress the expression of the recessive trait. Right, come to the first character, seed shape. When the seed shape is round, it is regarded as a dominant trait. When it is wrinkled, it is regarded as the recessive trait. The second character is seed color. When seed is in yellow color, it is regarded as the dominant trait. When seed is in green color, it is regarded as the recessive trait. The another character is flower color. If the flower is in violet color, it is regarded as the dominant trait. When a flower is in white color, it is regarded as the recessive trait. They come to the another character, shape of the pod. When shape of the pod is full, I mean straight, it is regarded as the dominant trait. So when the pod shape is constricted, it is not straight one, it is regarded as the recessive trait. The another character is the fifth character is pod color. If the pod is in green color, it is regarded as the dominant trait. When the pod is in yellow color, it is regarded as the recessive trait. They come to the sixth character, contrasting character is flower position. When the flowers are located in the axial region side by side, it is regarded as a dominant. When the flowers are located at the terminal or ends of the plant, regarded as the recessive trait. Finally, the seventh contrasting character in pea plant studied by the Mendel is height of the stem or height of the plant. If the height of the plant is tall, it is regarded as the dominant trait. If the height of the plant is dwarf or short, it is regarded as the recessive trait. These are the seven important opposite characters or contrasting characters selected by the Mendel in pea plant for his studies. So other reasons for selecting the Pisum sativum, the no question of dormancy. There is no dormancy. Here dormancy is the condition in which plant is alive but it suppressed or slowed down its physiological activities during the unfavorable conditions. The concept of dormancy came into picture during the unfavorable conditions only. Here there is no question of dormancy in case of Pisum sativum. So another reason is production of seeds in large quantities. Here the Pisum sativum is able to produce a large number of seeds. It is one of the advantages which enable the scientists to germinate and get the more number of pea plants for their experiments. These are the 5 important reasons why Mendel selected the Pisum sativum plant his experiment. Thank you for watching this video.